What's good, party people? So today I got us some pizza. A lot of people might be asking, wait, what do you mean by the title, right? I decided to start like a pizza series called Pizza Party, where I try to find the best pizza in my area. Pizza is my favorite food, of course, and also there's so many pizza joints that maybe are unheard of or like people don't know of. So I've decided to go on a quest, on an expedition to try to find the best pizza in my area. Today's number one candidate is Angie's Pizza. Now, Angie's Pizza apparently has been open since 1962. My first time there actually, so I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty pumped. I'm gonna use pepperoni pizza as my comparisons for each place. Just because it's simple, it's a classic too, and it's my favorite. I'm gonna be rating these pizzas on a 1 to 5 scale for 3 different categories. So number 1, we got crust. Second, we got the dough, because that's different than crust. Third, I got the ingredients. So overall, the toppings and like cheese, sauce, whatever. Yeah, so I'm gonna be grading them in those 3 different categories. So let's go ahead and jump right in. This is what I'm working with. Oh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. So you can already see the crust. Very nice like crispiness. The pepperonis, first of all, a lot of pepperonis, that's good. Good cheese to crust ratio. That is very important because if you just have super huge crust and not much ingredients going on at the top, that's a red flag. Same goes with the opposite. Well, I guess it depends on the pizza, right? But we're just sticking to the regular, basic, good old like American pizza. Let me just go and jump right in. Now, the first bite or the first slice is always, I'm just gonna take it as is, just because I want to taste the actual flavor in its full potential. This is what I'm working with. That's the pepperoni pizza. The back of the dough as well. Pretty crusty. Pretty nice. It's a good char to it going in. First candidate. Right off the bat, pepperoni is very salty. Well, that's normal. But the chew of the pepperoni, very nice. It's like pretty thick slices. Yeah, Angie, you go, girl. I guess I should factor in the fact that I should rate it in terms of the price as well. Because then you can decide like which one's the best bang for your buck and whatnot. This whole pizza cost me about 16 bucks. This is the extra large. They only have like small, medium, large. This is like 16 inches, I think. A little bigger than the standard, because usually standard from like those big franchises is 14 inches, I'm sure. Starting now, I'm gonna start rating. I just got a little too crazy, too lost in the sauce. Let's start with category number 1. Crust. This one also has a really nice char to the crust. Kind of soft on the inside, but like crispy on the outside, which is kind of hard to achieve. Okay. Okay. The crust, very airy on the inside, but also crispy because of the outside. I like it. I don't know if this is flour or salt or something. I'm assuming it's flour, right? But all in all, the crust game is pretty good. I gotta say, I gotta give them like a 4.5 out of 5 for sure. This is pretty solid crust. Rating number 2, the dough. So as you can see, very crispy. It doesn't fall off. I know this is a short piece, but it doesn't fall as easily. You know how a lot of pizzas just like droop down. Here's the crust real quick. That's a good dough. I really like their dough, actually. I like those that have a little bit of bite to it, like a little crunch, but I absolutely hate doughs where it's too much, like a cracker, or if it's too little, so it's super chewy and stringy, and it's kind of even hard to just break off the bite of the pizza slice. I hate either or. This one, a very nice sweet spot, very nice medium. This is huge too. We'll see how much I can eat. See what I was talking about? Not too much give. Of course, there's a little bit of give, right? But some pieces just like droop down. Not bad. They have 4.5 stars on Yelp. That's why I didn't expect anything terrible. But all in all, pretty solid pizza. Like, pretty freaking solid. And don't get triggered because I eat 1 bite pizza and then 1 bite crust. That's just me. I like ratios, you know, I like balance. And this pizza definitely has balance. You know what this reminds me of? Reminds me of Costco pizza times 100. Like, Costco pizza is good, but you can tell it's frozen, because I think it is, or like prepackaged. This one is fresh. The guy made it in front of me. Like, as soon as I ordered, he just turned around. He didn't even, I didn't even pay first. He literally just got my order. He was like, cool. Turned around, started kneading the dough, put in the sauce, pepperoni, everything, and I just put it in the oven. Once everything was complete and the pizza was done, that's when he turned around back and he was like, hey, it's ready. And then I paid. Interesting process. Because I know most places you have to pay first to order. Can't forget. Time to trigger some people. I'm not gonna go just a regular 1 slice next to each other. I'm gonna go full across. Did I grade the dough? If I didn't grade the dough, I'll give it, I might give it a 4 out of 5. You might wonder, like, why? No, why not 5 out of 5? I would have liked it a tad bit crispier, just a teeny bit. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not too sure about this, but maybe I can order next time, like, well done or something. That's an idea. But yeah, 4 out of 5. As the pizza's cooling down, the dough's getting kind of chewy, so like, it's kind of hard to bite off. Which, I mean, it's an obvious side effect of the temperature going down, but I would have still liked the crunch a little bit more, or that it went for a little bit longer. Man, but this is such solid pizza. Category number 3, toppings. That's a solid 5 out of 5, no question. Their tomato sauce. So I don't like sweet tomato sauce on pizza. I like either like neutral or a little bit like savory, not sweet. This one achieves that. Their pizza sauce is on point, yo. Take a bite. Their pepperoni is mad good too. I'm getting a little kick from it, so I'm not sure if it's like kind of spicy pepperoni or not. But pepperoni is flavorful, it's juicy, it's a good like girth, I guess, good thickness. So you're not left with like cracker chips. You're left with like actual crusted pepperoni. Their cheese, nothing wrong with it. The fourth, price. As I said, 16 bucks for the whole thing. 16, 17. More than worth it. Now, I am in the Bay Area, so pizza is one of those things that is a little more expensive than like SoCal, for example. Because I remember like I used to be able to get a pizza from like in SoCal from like a franchise, like $9, like 9 or 10 bucks, like a large. Of course, this one's a little bit bigger, whatnot, but I think it's worth it. Of course, like prices will vary, you know, depending on where you're at. This whole thing can easily feed like 2-3 people. Easy. So just to recap, crust, 4.5 out of 5. Airy, crispy, delicious. Number 2, the dough itself, solid 4 out of 5. Very nice, very crunchy as well. But as soon as the temperature starts going a little bit down, it gets kind of hard to chew, kind of hard to bite off. Number 3, toppings. Toppings are 5 out of 5, like solid 5 out of 5. Pepperoni is nice and thick. It has a good bite to it, good flavor. Nothing wrong about the cheese. Very stringy. It tastes natural, I guess. Sauce is on point. The tomato sauce, not too sweet, not too salty, right perfectly in the middle. Brings all the ingredients on the top together instead of kind of overpowering anything. So all in all, score. And now that's gonna go on a list that I'm gonna be keeping track of. So as of right now, there's not any other contestant besides Papa John's, I think. So I'm gonna just rank both like those two, but the more candidates I start adding up to the list, you'll be able to see a better ranking of which one I personally prefer more and whatnot. There is a healthy amount of grease on the bottom. They did add parchment paper, I believe. Smart move. Thank you for being considerate about that, because I know sometimes like the oil and stuff like seeps through the box, and let's say like you have it on the passenger seat of your car or somewhere, just gets all nasty and greasy. Good touch, Angie. Good touch. Come on, one more bite, yo. Diving in. I hope you guys can hear the crunch in the mic. One thing I forgot to mention as well is how well they maintain that balance between just regular dough, just like crust, and the portion where it has all the toppings. This area with the toppings, of course, a little saltier because of the pepperoni, a little more oily, you know, all things, I mean, that are normal, right? But some pizza places, what they do is they add their own twist and take on the actual crust itself, like garlic or whatever, right? This place seems to me that they keep it just how it is, just as it is. Normally, I would be against that. I would like the place to add some some garlic, herbs, and cheeses or whatever, right? But because they know, or this place, because they know that this place is pretty strong, they kept like this. They just kept it fluffy and airy, and I respect that. Look at that. Very nice balance. It's perfect contrast. Kind of like PB&J, you know? Perfect contrast. This place definitely has earned the 4.5 stars in Yelp. No doubt. No cap. I'm gonna call it quits right here. This is a huge pizza. So if you get an extra large for yourself, expect to have some leftovers. Or maybe you can finish it. But good luck. Hope you guys liked the video and the pizzas that I'm gonna be getting just for this series. I'll add like in the title, like in brackets, like pizza party, just so you guys are aware that this is gonna be a comparison. There's a whole bunch of pizza places around me, so a lot more pizza content to come. Hope you guys are eating well. Hope you guys have a nice day or had a nice day. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.